start on the ground with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Uses the stiff arm. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A 1st down carry by Elliott, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Prescott from the gun.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this 1st quarter. First carry for James Conner, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Dancing to his left.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
second down and 8. This is Lamb on the end around. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
5 yards from the end zone, first and goal.
That's good.
Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Elliott will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now a second down and 6.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And a short gain here down to the 22. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 104 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Room here. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Ertz has it left side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Shotgun now from Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ballgame, but that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
From the 36, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. Oh, good move. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Here's Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. Well, something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. He's happy about this play. Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 1st and 10 is Counter.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Murray now. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to look deep for more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 98 yards.
And the Cowboys have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window, right?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Osa Odighizuwa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Murray's got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throwing here, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a... plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now McCoy, his first throw since coming in. He's going to let it fly.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team Their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we